Yeah, my understanding after talking to several people close to Tom Brady is that he does in fact plan to walk away after 22 seasons, after 7 Super Bowls, 3 MVPs, on and on, the greatest football player ever, certainly the greatest football player in our lifetime.
We got some breaking news. Tom Brady has just announced his retirement. Not Adam Schefter, not Ian Rappaport, but Tom Brady. I am on 4.5 hours of sleep. Shout out to all the members of Mike Mafia that literally blew up my Apple Watch, which forced me to wake up after 4 hours of sleep. No, I'm serious. This was actually worth waking up after 4 hours of sleep for, because this is some absolutely insane news. Before we get to the content, I just want to remind you guys, we are giving away $500 to a subscriber that turns on our notifications on this channel. We're also giving away $500 to a follower on my Instagram. We also posted a story onto my Instagram that talks about the 5 most likely QBs to replace Tom Brady. Now that we get all that out of the way, break! Mic check 1 2 1 2. What's going on, everybody? So we need to have a little bit of a conversation here, guys, because if you recall, this past weekend I made an absolute ass of myself because Adam Schefter posted a premature report stating that Tom Brady has retired, according to him and Jeff Darlington, 2 very legitimate sources. Now, the issue with this report was it completely blew up the news cycle, took it by storm, and it seemed like Tom Brady's camp wasn't very happy about it. Tom Brady's dad came out and said, "What are you talking about? My son has yet to retire at this point." Tom Brady even reiterated on his podcast yesterday that he was still going through the process and was still trying to figure out whether he actually wanted to retire or not. Now, historically, Adam Schefter has had moments where he's given a report that most of us kind of looked at funny and said, "I don't know if that's legit or not, Adam." If you remember the Aaron Rodgers information last year when he went on the Dan Patrick show and said, "Hey, this is all information that is about 5 to 6 months old. People have known this information leading up to the offseason, and it remains true at the time that I'm reporting this. I just decided to drop it on the NFL draft." It seems like Adam Schefter pulled one of those again. But in this instance, it seems like once again, he was right, but he kind of spoiled one of the greatest, if not the greatest NFL player of all time's retirement. So the conversation needs to be had in regards to the etiquette and respect given to those players and what insiders should do in those instances. Because of course, Adam Schefter's tweet got a ton of engagement. He stood by the report despite Tom Brady saying he hasn't made his decision yet. As a matter of fact, take a look at what he says on the Let's Go podcast. According to Rick Stroud, Tom Brady said that my motivation for playing football is to win and be successful. I am still going through the process I said I was going through. I think when the time is right, I'll be able to make a decision one way or another. In regards to his timetable for deciding his future, he said, "I don't know. I'll know when the time is right. Like I've always said, I'm very blessed to have played as long as I have, and as things have gone on in the later parts of my career, whether that was 5 years ago or even this year, I know there's a lot of interest in when I'm going to stop playing, and I understand that. It's not that I don't recognize that, it's just when I'll know, and when I don't know, I don't know. I'm not going to erase some conclusion on that. There's a good line that I'm responsible for what I say and do and not responsible for what others say or do. One thing I've learned about sports is you control what you can control and what you can't, you leave to others. I know we're in such an era of information and people want to be in front of the news often, and I totally understand that. I understand that's the environment we're in, but I think for me, it's literally day to day for me. Trying to do the best I can every day, evaluate things as they come, and trying to make a great decision for me and my family. When he was asked whether the reports on his retirement would swing him one direction or another, he simply stated that I think my motivation for playing football is to win and be successful, and maybe there's little parts of motivation that comes from different places or what people may say or think. But I'm mostly motivated from inside and wanting to be the best for my teammates and my coaches and my organizations. That's kind of where my motivation has been for a long time. At different times, you use different techniques and tools to put yourself in the best scenarios. There's this one BS report report, by the way, that if Tom Brady waited until February 4th, he would make $15 million more, which one, isn't true, and two, I don't think Tom Brady really needs $15 million that badly. I'm just being honest. I mean, Tom Brady isn't even the top breadwinner in his entire home. Giselle is, and that's not an insult to Tom Brady. It's just factual information. Now, today, Tom Brady took to Instagram and Twitter to give his official retirement announcement, and it's a fairly controversial announcement. Just listen to this and you'll see why it's so controversial. He starts by saying, "I've always believed the sport of football is an all-in proposition. If a 100% competitive commitment isn't there, you won't succeed. And success is what I love so much about our game. There is a physical, mental, and emotional challenge every single day that has allowed me to maximize my highest potential. And I've tried my very best these past 22 years. There are no shortcuts to success on the field or in life. This is difficult for me to write, but here it goes. I am not going to make that competitive commitment anymore. I have loved my NFL career, and now it is time to focus my time and energy on other things that require my attention. I've done a lot of reflecting the past week, and I've asked myself difficult questions, and I am so proud of what we have achieved. My teammates, coaches, fellow competitors, and fans deserve 100% of me, but right now, it's best I leave the field of play to the next generation of dedicated and committed athletes. To my Bucs teammates the past 2 years, I love you guys, and I have loved going to battle with you. You have dug so deep to challenge yourself, and it inspired me to wake up every day and give you my best. I am always here for you guys and want to see you continue to push yourselves to be your best. I couldn't be happier with what we accomplished together." Now, this is where it gets controversial. Check this out. "To all the Bucs fans, thank you. I didn't know what to expect when I arrived here, but your support and embrace have enriched my life and that of my family. I've been so honored to play for such a passionate and fun fan base. What a crew. To the city of Tampa and the entire Tampa-St. Petersburg region, thank you. It has been wonderful to be a resident of such a fun place to live. I want to be invited to our next boat parade. To the Glazer family, thank you for taking a chance on me and supporting me. I know I was demanding at times, but you provided everything we needed to win, and your ownership was everything a player could ask for. To Jason Licht, thank you for your daily support and friendship. I will never forget it. I had never been through free agency, and I had some trepidation about how we could achieve success. Your leadership gave me confidence, and I will always be grateful. To my head coach, Bruce Arians, thanks for putting up with me. Your firm leadership and guidance were ideal. There is no way we could have had success without your experience, intuition, and wisdom. I am very grateful. To all the Bucs coaches, my sincere thanks for all the hard work, dedication, and discipline that goes into creating a winning team. I have learned so much from all of you and will value the relationships we have. To every single Bucs staffer and employee, thank you. Each of you is critically important, and I was greeted with a smile every day. That means so much to me. Your work is made up of long hours and hard tasks, but please know I see each and every one of you. Thank you so much. To Alex Guerrero, thank you. I could have never made every Sunday without your magic. It's that simple. Your dedication to your craft and our friendship and brotherhood are immeasurable. We have an unbreakable bond, and I love you. To Don Yee and Steve Dubin, thank you. You've been with me every step of the way since I left the University of Michigan and before I entered the league. What a journey it's been, and I couldn't do it without you. To my parents and entire family, an extended family of countless friends, I love you and thank you for your never-ending support and love. I could never have imagined the time and energy you have given me for the past 30 years in football, and I can never repay you. And just know I love you so much. And lastly, to my wife Giselle and my children Jack, Benny, and Vivi, you are my inspiration. Our family is my greatest achievement. I always came off the field and home to the most loving and supporting wife that has done everything for our family to allow me to focus on my career. Her selflessness allowed me to reach new heights professionally, and I am beyond words what you mean to me and our family. Te amor da minha vida. My playing career has been such a thrilling ride and far beyond my imagination and full of ups and downs. When you're in it every day, you really don't think about any kind of ending. As I sit here now, however, I think of all the great players and coaches I was privileged to play with, and against the competition was fierce and deep, just how we like it. But the friendships and relationships are just as fierce and deep. I will remember and cherish these memories and revisit them often. I feel like the luckiest person in the world. The future is exciting. I'm fortunate to have co-founded incredible companies like Autograph.io, Brady Brand, TB12 Sports that I am excited to continue to help build and grow, but exactly what my days will look like will be a work in progress. As I said earlier, I am going to take it day by day. I know for sure I want to spend a lot of time giving to others and trying to enrich other people's lives, just as so many have done for me. With much love, appreciation, and gratitude, Tom Brady. This is a very beautiful and heartwarming retirement note, which, by the way, kind of puts to bed the awesome retirement media post that we were expecting from Tom Brady's media company. I forgot the name of it, but you know what I'm talking about. Those companies that put together those little videos of Tom Brady. I'm sure that's coming soon. But the one thing that popped into my mind, and I hope you guys caught this, is the fact that there's no mention of Robert Kraft, Bill Belichick, or any member of the New England Patriots organization. Now, I'm not here to stir the pot. I'm just curious why he decided to thank the team that has supported him over the past 2 years as opposed to the New England Patriots. Could it be the fact that the New England Patriots wanted him to retire at the age of 43? Could it be that there's some internal drama with Bill Belichick? Could it be the fact that he already thanked Robert Kraft and Bill Belichick in a different time? Not to stir the pot or anything, I'm just genuinely very curious why he chose to thank only the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and not so much the New England Patriots, who you can make a very legitimate argument for. If he never was drafted to the New England Patriots, there's a chance that he wouldn't have become the player that he is today. We're going to post the most likely quarterbacks to succeed Tom Brady on my Instagram story and on my TikTok. Aside from that, I'm your boy Mike, and I'm dropping our mic until our next upload.